Global energy prices are impacting the fight against climate change. CBS News contributor Simon Bates has more in this week's edition of London Calling. And a reminder, Simon's opinions are his own and not necessarily reflective of CBS News.
November 2021 in Glasgow, Scotland, and the applause is for an agreement between most of the world's nations to try and limit climate change. Bold targets were set to prevent the situation from getting any worse. But today, barely 5 months later, the dream of a more considered and cooperative world is fading, to be replaced by a global nightmare. A vicious combination of rising energy prices and a huge spike in the cost of living have provoked governments around the world to put aside concerns over climate change and to make a dash for the cheapest energy available. In a moment of darkness, you could say that concern over fossil fuels has been put on the back burner. Add to the mix the horrifying matter of Russia's war against Ukraine, with threats of sanctions from both sides, and the complexities just grow. It's all very well to declare that to punish Russia's President Putin, we will boycott his energy supplies, but someone's got to keep the lights on at home. Germany, for example, relies on energy from Russia to heat its houses and power its factories. There's no easy short-term fix to replace what the Russians send them down their pipelines. Here in Britain, we can only watch in horror as prices of necessities begin to rocket. From next week, a pint of milk is set to cost 50% more. The farmers blame surging costs of feed and fertilizer. Our energy prices are also rising by an eye-watering amount. And all this as Europe approaches a series of elections, when the public will be asked to vote for the men and women most trusted to keep our economies functioning. The fight against climate change seems to have been abandoned at the first bump in the road. That's London Calling for today. This is Simon Bates for CBS News in Devon.